Hey guys, what's up? It's Andrew Santowski. I'm giving you another early prediction video. This time, Paulo Costa versus Marvin Vettori. Very interesting main event. Um, I'm glad the stars aligned for this fight to take place, but I always feel like no matter a win or a loss for a fighter, the fights we want to see will almost always happen because there's only so many guys in the top of the division. They will all fight each other at some point. So Costa versus Vettori goes down Saturday, October 23rd. Man, it's right around the corner. UFC Apex, the Las Vegas, Nevada, small cage. Guys, BetOnline, like I said, BetOnline is the only book that has odds open, so this line will probably move. This fight opened, Vettori plus 130, Costa minus 150. The current odds are Vettori minus 120, Costa plus 100. I do think the opening odds are off. I think Vettori should have opened that. Costa plus 130. But the way I actually view this fight is, well, first, hold on. Let's go into the records first. Paulo Costa 13-1. Paulo the Racer Costa, 30 years old, 72-inch reach, 6'1", hasn't fought since he lost in the title to Israel Adesanya in a very bizarre performance, September of 2020, so a year ago. Man, it feels like it's been forever. He has not fought in a long time, which is where we saw him. He cried about fighter pay, talking about, how much Jake Paul and all that's making boxing. So, don't really know what's going on with this guy. He hasn't fought a great competition. Gareth McClellan, he's no longer around. Oluwal Bambozi, Johnny Hendricks. Good wins over Uriah Hall and Yoel Romero. But, he's handled the competition accordingly, so that is something to say. Hasn't fought in a while, so there's red flags. Go up against a guy named Marvin Vettori, man. This guy's really amped up his career. He's really training hard, taking it serious. He did something that Paulo Costa couldn't do. He went all 5 rounds with Izzy hard. 27 years old, so he's 3 years younger. 74-inch reach, 2-inch reach advantage, 6 foot. Lost to Izzy by decision in June, so it's a quick turnaround for him. Kevin Holland, Jack Hermanson. He's been a very active fighter. Beat Carl Roberson. Beat Andrew Sanchez, Cesar Ferreira. Lost to Izzy by split in 2018. He's been around the UFC since 2016, so this is the thing, man. The post-title fight blues, they're both coming off losses to Izzy. Costa has been out a little longer. This is a little more fresh for Vettori. I feel like Vettori's risking a little more, but Vettori could have the mindset that he wants to get right back to the title too, man. I don't see Costa getting another title shot unless Izzy's not champ. Costa needs Whitaker to be in there as champ. So does Marvin. Costa throws more volume. Good takedown defense for Costa. Honestly, man, I feel like this fight's gonna go two ways. It's Costa early, within the first couple rounds, or it's Vettori by decision here. And I almost feel like, man, maybe Costa reminds everybody that he's still got some knockout power, and maybe he puts out Vettori, man. I didn't like the way Vettori was getting pieced up by Kevin Holland in their brief striking exchanges before he kept dragging Kevin Holland to the mat. But Vettori has a nice high striking output as well, but I just think the power is all on Costa here, man. Like I said, I'm not a huge believer in Paulo Costa, but I think he's going to knock out Vettori, man. The only way I can see Costa picking up a decision win here is if he wins the first 3 and somehow survives to the final bell. But if Vettori can look good in the first opening rounds, he's going to take this fight easily, in my opinion. If he can survive the first and second round with no scares and just, keep his own and really take it to Costa, he'll be good here, man. So, I'm going to take Paulo Costa here as a side. I think he does get it done within the first couple rounds. But there's no value at the betting line for me, man. I can't get involved in this at minus 120, plus 100. Something's just telling me, man, that to stay away from Vettori here. It looks like too good of a line. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a little bit of fishy to it, man. You know, no, I don't trust Costa. I mean, I'd have to really have Costa would have to be a sizable or slash healthy underdog for me to get involved with Costa. Like I said, I don't trust Vettori to win. Minus 120 just it screams like a fishy line to me. Costa at plus 100, no value there for me. I do think he's gonna win, but that plus 100 does nothing for me. So, like I said, my pick's gonna be Costa, guys. It's gonna be a complete pass of a fight unless Costa becomes a huge dog or something, man. But I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy the fireworks of this fight.